Hello students. In the previous class, we have started chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure and have discussed pure substances and mixtures. Today, we will discuss physical and chemical changes and what is a solution. Learning objectives. At the end of the topic, the students will be able to number 1. Define the terms solution, saturated solution and solubility. Number 2. Differentiate between physical and chemical changes. Number 3. Identify the physical as well as chemical changes taking place around them. Physical and chemical changes. Physical change is that change where no change in composition of a substance takes place. Moreover, there is no change in the chemical nature of the substance. For example, I have this rubber band. When I stretch this rubber band, it changes its shape. But when I release it, it comes back to its original shape. This property is known as elasticity. Here only shape is changed. Other example is dissolving common salt in water. I am going to take common salt in a glass and on adding water to it and on stirring it will become salty, but there will be no change in its chemical composition. Hence it is a physical change. Other examples of physical changes are melting of wax, interconversion of water, means it can be changed from solid form ice to liquid form water to gaseous form water vapors. But all these three forms will have same chemical formula, that is H2O. Next, chemical change. Substances where react with each other to form new substances and there is change in chemical properties. For example, this is an rusted iron. Here you can see the formation of reddish brown rust which is hydrated ferric oxide and it is a chemical change. Other examples of chemical changes include burning. Burning is always a chemical change. It releases heat and light energy and results in the formation of new substances. Students, burning of candle, which I am going to show you now, is an example where both physical as well as chemical changes take place. Here, when wax will be formed on melting, it will be a physical change, but when heat, light, energy is produced along with the formation of new substances on burning carbon particles, it will be a chemical change. Now, we can differentiate physical and chemical changes as number 1, no new substance is formed. New substance is formed with different properties. It is a temporary change. If I put water in the fridge, it will again change into ice. But here it is a permanent change. Like on burning of paper, we will get ash and we can't get paper back again. So it is a reversible, means we can get back original substance. Like when we take out ice from fridge, it will again change into water. But it is an irreversible change. We cannot get back paper from the ash. There is no change in chemical composition. Here is chemical change in the composition of the substances. Examples: melting of ice, evaporation of water, here burning of wood, rusting of iron, as I have already shown to you. Students, I will also send you link which will explain physical and chemical changes to you. Next topic is what is a solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In the previous class, we have discussed homogeneous mixtures which are having uniform composition throughout. Examples of the solutions are soda water, sugar solution, salt solution, as you can see here, and we have already prepared the salt solution also, where I have dissolved common salt in water. Other example is alloys. These are the examples of solid solutions. Solutions doesn't mean that it will have liquid component in it. As it is a mixture, solution is a mixture, so it can be the mixture of two solids. Alloys are the homogeneous mixtures of two or more metals or a metal and non-metal. For example, brass is an alloy of zinc and copper. Other example is steel, which is an alloy of iron and carbon. Next is gaseous solutions. This is air. Air is a mixture of many gases. So it is also an example of a gaseous solution. Next is components of a solution. A solution has two components, number one solute and number two solvent. Here I have taken common salt. I can take sugar in water. So the substance which is present in the lesser amount and which dissolves in the another component, that is known as solute. So it dissolves in the solvent and it is present in the lesser quantity. For example, sugar, salt. Next is solvent. I have taken water here in the large amount. So this is an example of solvent which dissolves solute in it. For example, water is also considered as a universal solvent. So solute plus solvent form solution. For example, sugar plus water forms sugar solution. Other examples, solid in solid, as we have already discussed, alloys, solid in liquids, like sugar in water. Here sugar is solute, water is a solvent. Salt in water, salt is a solute, water is a solvent. Tincture of iodine, which is used to heal wounds. It is iodine dissolved in alcohol. So here solute is iodine and alcohol is solvent. Gas in liquid, aerated drinks like soda water, where carbon dioxide gas is acting as a solute which is dissolved in water, which is a solvent. Gas in gas, air. Students, let's see the video explaining types of solutions.
Types of solutions. The homogeneous mixture of two substances, one solute and another solvent, is known as solution. The substance being dissolved is known as the solute, and the substance which dissolves it to form a solution is the solvent. Solutes and solvents may be any form of matter, solids, liquids, or gases, depending on the physical state of the solute and solvent. Solutions can be divided into one of several types. In gas and gas solutions, both solute and solvent will be in gaseous states. Air is a good example of gas in gas solution. The solute will be oxygen and a mixture of other gases, while the solvent will be nitrogen gas. In gas and liquid solutions, gas such as carbon dioxide, CO2 will dissolve in water to make soda water. Gas and solid solutions can be seen in the absorption of hydrogen gas by solid palladium. Liquid and liquid solutions are more common. A common example is white vinegar, which has a solute of acetic acid dissolved in the solvent water. Solid in liquid solutions are also commonly seen. In seawater, for example, the solute will be solid sodium chloride salt and the solvent will be liquid water. Alloys are good examples of solid in solid solutions. Brass alloy is a mixture of zinc solute and copper solvent. Summary. Solutions are made up of a solute and a solvent. Solutions can be formed by gases, liquids, or solids.
students, I hope till now topic is clear to you. Next is solutions on the basis of amount of solute present. Dilute solution, the solution which has more amount of water. Concentrated solution, solution which has lesser amount of water. Saturated solution, solution in which no more amount of solute can be dissolved. Students, now I am going to show you how to prepare a saturated solution of common salt. We can take sugar or any other solute instead of common salt also. Now I am going to take water in this glass and going to add a spoon of common salt to it. On shaking, it will get dissolved. Next, again I am going to take common salt and start dissolving it. Again, common salt and starts dissolving it. When I will try to add more common salt to it, it will stop dissolving and will settle down at the bottom. You can see here this is undissolved solute. So this is a saturated solution of common salt. Next is unsaturated solution, solution in which more amount of solute can be dissolved. Next is solubility. Solubility is the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 ml of water at a given temperature. Different substances in a given solvent have different solubilities at the same temperature. For example, in activity 2.3, it has been explained that amount of dissolved sugar and salt will be different in the same amount of water at same temperature. On cooling a saturated solution slowly at a certain temperature, it will become supersaturated. Students, when we heat a solution, it will dissolve more solute. But on cooling, it will become supersaturated because it contains more dissolved solute. Next is effect of temperature on solubility. Solubility increases with increase in temperature due to increase in the kinetic energy of the particles. Here you can see at the lower temperature, movement of molecules is less as compared to at high temperature. So now assignments for you, activities. Number 1, you have to prepare a saturated solution of common salt using household articles, make its video and discuss with your friends on WhatsApp group. Second, make a list of changes, physical or chemical, taking place around you and compile these in the form of report. Thank you.